Could your business make better use of data born on NonStop if costs were not an issue? Over the next few slides, I will articulate an inexpensive solution to that expensive problem, and chances are, if you have NonStops and don't use DRNet, then you are most likely using another business continuity solution, which means the business is likely paying too much for too little capability and paying service providers too much to offset the inherent disadvantages of indirect support. The sum of those negatives crosses the desk of business and finance people alike and makes them question the continued viability of the NonStop platform. During our brief time together, my intent is to share the NTI DRNet difference, a business methodology predicated on providing maximum capability for much less cost, backed by direct support. And perhaps the next time the business begins planning the next tech refresh of NonStop hardware, you will ask NTI for a candid conversation and proposal. Almost everyone understands and appreciates the importance of high availability, reliability, cost containment, and direct support, precisely why the business chose NonStop. And yet, how many times have you been told or perhaps overheard others citing intentions to move off NonStop given overall costs? Why not make new choices that add value and reduce costs to sustain the future of the platform? These days, where everyone wants more, NTI is quite content providing more value for less cost to the customer. In fact, NTI is the only company reducing cost of leveraging data born on the NonStop and does so without seeking additional revenue from license or services. NTI pioneered change data capture for NonStop almost 4 decades ago, and we remain privately held by our founder. The cornerstone of NTI's business continuity success has always been quality disaster avoidance technology backed by inclusive professional services and direct support. No layers, no intermediaries. Our secret sauce, if you will, is keeping customers close by maintaining a direct line of sight with every NTI customer. In terms of business continuity for NonStop, it's all about the data, your data. Whether physical or virtual, the NonStop is central to all of our solution offerings. NTI is a single vendor, DRNet a single code base, capable of replicating, integrating, transforming, and delivering data created on NonStop anywhere. We do it all. All levels of an organization from one time or another have experienced sleepless nights worrying about downtime, the architectural complexity of their business continuity solution, and responsiveness of layered support. DRNet reduces complexity by virtue of a single code base consisting of 2 offerings. Core DRNet supports NonStop to NonStop unidirectionally and bidirectionally, and the business integration layer moves data off NonStop to either JDBC or JSON consumers. This combination yields enterprise data distribution for data born on NonStop, void of all off NonStop target license fees. Yet for some organizations, changing core to core is impossible, and there's a need for less expensive business integration. The good news is the DRNet business integration piece can coexist with incumbent replication technologies. The 2 solutions described on the previous slide represent NTI's comprehensive offerings for business continuity, and packaged simplistically here. DRNet Unified for HP customers or DRNet Unified for business integration. One may license either, yet by licensing core NonStop to NonStop, access to the BI piece comes with for no additional license fees. Now your organization achieves enterprise data distribution capability for data created on the NonStop. So ask yourself, are you paying too much and receiving too little from your incumbent business continuity solutions provider? There are many application use cases for DRNet. However, the vast majority of our customers are large banks and processors, although we support any TMF, non-TMF application, and we do so without the need for any additional third-party products being licensed. In terms of global reach, NTI has been a major force in the payments and infrastructure NonStop space for almost 40 years. During this period, NTI achieved a substantial, diverse global customer base. Key to our success is NTI augments project implementation efforts without additional fees, and the result is a directly supported production solution, regardless of location. And it's worth mentioning our first active customer is a large London bank who went live over 24 years ago. Relationships are everything, and NTI has accumulated an extensive array of mutually beneficial relationships, some of which we probably share. And this list keeps growing, where the goal is to create a viable working software ecosystem. As you already know firsthand the disadvantages of your present situation, let's talk about NTI's differentiating strategy together with DRNet product advantages. Aside from ensuring success of our customers, we work for our founder, not a board of directors worried about stock prices and obligated to extract every penny from every relationship. Our business model minimizes attrition by offering greater value for less cost and features proven methodology to facilitate replacing expensive, poorly supported business continuity products. At a minimum, NTI will reduce OPEX and future CAPEX and make the transition to DRNet financially viable for the business. NTI never charges for training or the professional services necessary to implement, refresh, and maintain DRNet. Both services are part of the relationship, as are direct sales and direct support. Let's examine DRNet advantages. NTI's primary business objective, as I said before, is more value for less cost, directly supported. DRNet strengthens brand loyalty through enhanced operational performance and promotes profitability of the business through lower costs. How? Well, if you have core NonStop to NonStop, then you acquire business integration. This combination presents the business with an enterprise data distribution solution for data born on NonStop and without additional license fees. So why not leverage this data downstream as revenue generators from your customers? If you want to simplify operational maintenance, you're tired of maintaining costly user exits, most of what Base 24 requires, for example, is in standard product. If not, we have the API. If you're tired of managing releases, multiple versions across servers, DRNet releases are totally independent of application releases. Thus, you can optimize operational staff for other requirements. Are you losing transactions? For nearly 4 decades, no DRNet user has ever reported any transaction loss through replication. And this is what contributes to the high value afforded DRNet by NTI customers. And lastly, we spent most of our time talking about data. Another aspect of business continuity is contingent upon file integrity, non-transactional file synchronization, and database comparison and repair. To solve this need, we rely upon the TANSOF line of products. NTI is somewhat of a rarity in the NonStop space. We don't pretend to dictate to the customer what their strategy must be. Instead, NTI provides a compelling alternative to incumbent business continuity solutions by virtue of more capability, much less cost, and direct support. No one else can make this statement, only NTI. And it is with this in mind that NTI embraces continuous adaptation arising out of business continuity, and about which you will hear much more about as we get deeper into 2023. So please stay tuned for a soon-to-be released video emphasizing the value proposition for continuous adaptation. And in closing, should you have any questions or require additional information, please reach out using the URL displayed or view our website. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for your time.